Hello and welcome to the Mindset Model Podcast. I'm Sarah Davis, your go-to confidence coach. This is the place where self-doubt gets kicked out, confidence gets turned up, and you get the tools to live the life you know you are meant for. In this podcast, we dive into real stories, mindset magic, we have guest experts, and the truth about what it really takes to live your best life. So grab your coffee, turn up the volume as we are raising our standards and stepping into the version of you who owns the room. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Mindset Model podcast and YouTube. I'm so excited to have you here today. Now, in this episode, I am going to be sharing a couple of things that I've heard this week, which I have absolutely loved, and it's really helped me with my mindset, with my confidence. I am so lucky that I'm part of so many incredible communities where I get to learn from the best. So a couple of these hints and tips have been from experts in the field, all about mindset, entrepreneurs, business owners, and all of that good stuff. But first of all, it is Leo season. The best season of the year has landed. So where are all of my Leos at? Oh yes, our time has landed. So this time of year is when the Leos, they are shining bright. They are standing proud. They are just emanating confidence, and I'm absolutely here for it. So we are also going into the Lionsgate portal as well, which is a very powerful time of year. This is where the energy is their most potent. So if you want to be going after your goals, dreams, and desires, this is the time to start diving into your intentions, making your wish lists and putting it out there and really taking action on your dreams, goals, and desires. And I was reflecting, because you know me, I'm always reflecting. I'm always thinking about what I've been up to, what's new, what's exciting, what my mindset, where my thoughts have been. And I was thinking to myself, because this is my last year in my 30s. I know I look fabulous, but literally my last year. And next year I am turning 40. And I am so excited about this, which is really funny because I was speaking to someone the other day at my health club. He's one of the personal trainers there, and he was like, same age as me. He was like, oh, I'm turning 40 next year. I'm not happy about it. It's all downhill from there. I was like, what type of belief is that? And it's really funny how, as a society, we're taught to believe that as soon as you reach a certain age, that's it. It's downhill from there. It's all a lie. Just an FYI. Because your life is what you believe it to be and it's what you make it to be. And I'm so excited to enter my 40s because the 30s for me, for example, is the decade where I had nothing but gained everything. And, you know, when I came into my 30s, at that particular point, I remember my 30th birthday party, my 30th birthday occasion. My mum was really nice. She surprised me to a lunch at the Ritz, which is incredible. Going to the Ritz, I know, but at this period of time in my life, I was not okay. I had literally nothing. This is when I had no career, I had no job, I had no money. I literally had nothing, no like purpose, no goals. I was very, very unwell. And I remember getting on the train. I felt so uncomfortable. I had no confidence whatsoever. I really hated the way that I looked. I really hated the way that I felt in my body. I felt so self-conscious. And even though this experience, being in the Ritz, in this stunning venue, was amazing, I couldn't fully enjoy it, and I felt like I didn't deserve to be there. How sad is that? But, you know, ever since then, that's when I've really worked on my confidence and I've really worked on my mindset and the way that I see myself. And now I literally have everything. And this is just the start. This is just the beginning. So I know my 40s is going to be the most extraordinary, incredible, sensational decade of my life. And I cannot wait for it. So, anyway, I've gone off on a tangent. As you know me, I get very excited. So, let's really dive into this episode. Now, the first thing that I wanted to share with you is an amazing, is it a metaphor? Is it an analogy? I don't know what the fucking difference is, but it's one of those. And an incredible keynote speaker, and entrepreneur, she said this on one of her amazing masterclasses. I was like, oh my God, I love that. I have to share that with everyone, all of my listeners. Now, I wrote it down because I want to make sure that I get it right. So, sometimes it feels like when you are going after your goals, dreams, and desires, it feels like you are climbing a mountain. Does this resonate with you? Like, if you're in this right now, it literally feels like you are climbing that mountain. It feels so hard, and you're looking up at the peak, and it's absolutely bloody miles away. And you're thinking, well, shit. And she said, it's really interesting because when you're climbing that mountain, you forget the mountain that you're already stood on. So, looking at how far you have already come. And when you decided to climb the mountain that you're already stood on, you started that with nothing, just a desire. I loved this so much because that version of you had the courage to climb in the first place. And the real messaging behind this is taking a stop to pause and realize how far you've actually come in your life and really um, giving yourself credit for the mountain that you're already stood on. It took a lot for you to get to where you are right now. And yes, there are going to be more mountains to come. That is the whole purpose of life. We're here to live our fullest life and also learn lessons along the way. Just climbing one mountain is not enough for most of us humans because we are here to expand and grow. But also, it's so important to really be grateful and proud of how far you've come. And I am going to name this high performer syndrome. And I'm sure many of you can resonate with this who do listen to the podcast. Especially if you're a millennial as well, we love to work hard. We love it because we're taught that when you work hard and you're doing a million different things and you're hustling and you're grinding, it means that you're a good person and you are worthy. So we are climbing these mountains every single day and we completely forget to stop and actually reflect, because we're so much in that mindset of if we're not being productive, we're not good enough. And we find as well, when we're in this mindset, we tend to overcomplicate life. Have you ever done this when there's something like, I don't know, you've got a day to yourself, you're planning it out, but you're really overcomplicating things and making it out, I have to do this because it's better and more cost effective if we do this and and we end up planning out this whole day. And it's like, why don't we just not and just be? Let's just enjoy it for as it is. And I literally had to give myself a virtual slap in the face this week. Actually, most weeks I have to say, like, listen up, slow down. What are you doing? Check in with your mindset, live in the moment. And it's so funny. And it's what this work is all about, just really checking in with yourself. So that was the first thing. The second thing, which I always have to remind myself on a daily basis, is you are what you believe you are worth. So you are what you believe you are worth. So, in the world of manifestation, you've probably heard this before from The Secret. You are what you believe and you receive, and all of that stuff, which is absolutely true. Essentially, we are just programmed to believe certain things about ourselves. But if we do not believe we are worthy of those things, we cannot have them. And that is why it is so damn important to work on your self image and your confidence. Ask yourself now, what do you genuinely believe about yourself? What do you believe about you? How do you feel about yourself? Because it really doesn't matter about anyone else, what anyone else thinks. The most important thing is what you think. Because if you think that you are not good enough, you don't think you're intelligent enough, you don't think you're the right person or confident enough or whatever it is, that is what you genuinely believe. That's what you're going to attract back to you. Change those beliefs. Start believing in yourself because you are amazing. You are enough. You just have to create that evidence so that you can believe it. There's so many things that you've done in your life that are incredible, but you've not given yourself the credit for it. You've said to yourself, yeah, but anyone can do that. Oh, no, it's not that big of a deal. How many times have you done that when really it's a huge deal and you have to take ownership of that? And then that leads me into my final point. I love to reflect on my own brand values, my mantras, my manifestos with the mindset model. And I am a firm believer in self leadership and self accountability. No one else has got a say in your life except you. You are the person that is leading your life. And embodied authority, expansive success. This is the key values, the mantra of the mindset model. And what this means is so embodied authority, embodied is when you be something, you become something, and the authority. This is all about taking ownership of your life. This is about trusting yourself. Huge, 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 huge. So many of us don't actually trust ourselves, and that's why we seek for other people, for their opinions. Trust yourself because you hold all the answers. Backing yourself, choosing yourself, putting yourself first. That is what embodied authority is about. And then expansive success. This is about you understanding that there are no limits to your success. And I don't just mean success in a business sense or career sense. I mean creating a life that feels so good to you, a life which is full of peace and joy and fun and excitement, and you are just radiating and just enjoying your dreams. This is what it's all about, that expansive success. You are here to grow and to learn, to be the true you, the real you. So, I would love you to reflect this week. Have a look at how far you've climbed that mountain. Really reflect on that and really congratulate yourself because you, my love, are the absolute best. Now, I hope this really inspired you. And if you've got anyone who you would love to share this episode with that needs to hear this message, please, please share. I am nearly at 5,000 downloads. How exciting is that? This podcast literally just started out as me just having a bit of fun because I love recording. I love making videos. And now we're nearly at 5,000 downloads. So thank you so, so much for you, my beautiful listener, for watching on the YouTube, for downloading on the podcast and listening to me. It means the world to me. And I cannot wait to inspire as many people as possible. Have the best week, and I'll see you in my next episode.